started a new YouTube channel that I grew from 0 to almost 400,000 subscribers in a couple of months. I know the screenshot has 300,000 subscribers, but that's because that's the subscribers that I gained from one video. I don't know how I can find an overview for my total subscribers. The channel is a faceless channel, hence why I don't just post the channel with the amount of subscribers. Went to Morocco last weekend and I lost my brand new freaking DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So I just ordered a new one. Last time I got the creator combo, so now I could just get the camera, even though that does mean I don't have a case. I'll see if I can buy like one online or something. But yeah, there was a big update that I recorded on the last camera, but I do not have the footage anymore. The footage was damaged or whatever. I also lost the Morocco footage. So that's why I need to give you this update now, soon. I renovated my home. I travel literally every month. I'm still traveling almost twice a month. Oh my God, it comes with a case. I don't even have to order it. The case is here. That's awesome. That's freaking awesome. Okay, well, then my set is back to complete. I am so super bummed out that camera is really brand new. But yeah, okay, we got another brand new one. Perfect. Let's switch to this camera then, shall we? Even though I'm so grateful that I was able to buy a new one immediately, I'm still very, very bummed out. Like, look, the tag is still on here. Like, everything is still... Yeah, the channel got monetized immediately, and then I was just basically enjoying my life and traveling the world. Yeah, so I booked the surgery to get rid of my loose skin, doing a mini tummy tuck. I don't want a full tummy tuck because, no offense to anyone who has a full tummy tuck, but often I feel like the incision is made around the belly button and they reattach it. I feel like the belly button looks like a black hole that just sucks in everything, like a black hole in the universe that just sucks in everything for it to never be found again. Don't like that look, and that's why I'm going for a small tummy tuck, but I do have some loose skin above my belly button. Therefore, I want to have lipo vaser because the lipo vaser tightens the skin somewhat or whatever. Doing it in the Dominican Republic. I didn't speak so much on it on my last video. It was more me rearranging this room type video, I guess. But now it is the 8th of February. My flight is the 10th in the morning, like early in the morning. So that's why I'm leaving at 9. When I'm feeling incredibly nervous, I'm not gonna lie. It's not even about the surgery. It's about me being away from my son for an entire month, which has never happened in his nearly 6 years of life. That's what I'm most nervous about. A massive update. So I actually booked my surgery initially with Dr. J. Rafael, which I absolutely would not recommend. The team is so incredibly unprofessional. 2 weeks before my surgery, they texted me saying that it was going to be an extra $500. That is just so weird. We already agreed upon a price, or I already paid my deposit. So I said, no problem, I'll find a different surgeon. Now I'm going to have surgery with Doctora Polanco Esteves. I didn't want to change the date of the surgery because I had already booked my flight and planned on being away from my son for an entire month. Like, I couldn't change that as well, and it had to be around that same date because with a tummy tuck I prefer you to stay in the country for 3 weeks post-op. This weekend I was running errands to make sure I have everything for surgery, and now it is really time to pack since let's start packing. Yeah, dímelo. Dicen que soy una chimba, pero yo nací divina. No me enseñaron a brillar. So it's dark right now. I still haven't finished panicking, nor have I finished panicking, to be honest. So I'm leaving my house in like 10 hours. I'm leaving around 6. It's almost 8 now, like 10 and a half hours. I am finishing up packing, and then I think I'm just gonna have a long hot shower. I'm feeling a lot more calm, to be very honest. A lot calmer, healthy nerves, mostly just because I'm leaving for an entire month without my kid. But I think I'm gonna book him a flight as well, and that he's gonna come, but we'll see. I don't know, because I need to take him out of school to do that. I'm not sure if they're gonna allow me because they have a learning duty or whatever here in the Netherlands. Yeah, I'm almost leaving. Oh my goodness. So I've just left my hometown and I'm currently on the train on my way to the airport. This is my first time ever leaving my son for an entire month. I was honestly quite wrenched, but right now I'm feeling better. Like, I'm feeling a lot less anxious. I also bought my first business class flight ever, so I'm kind of excited about that. I have a 2-hour train journey, then I'm going to check in my luggage, head to the lounge, and wait until it's time to catch my flight. Carita de santa, mente criminal, te miro despacio y
a ti se te cae. No soy celosa, pero me quedan. Cuando caminan lento todas se congelan. Y like mami, you dangerous.
Tomato salad.
Like maybe. Sweet like honey on my lips, pero savage, baby.
I arrived last night, safe and sound in Dominican Republic. I have an appointment with my doctor this morning, but first I need to go to Western Union and pick up some money because they reimbursed my $500 deposit because I canceled my surgery with Dr. J at Rafael's office. They upped my price by $500 like 2 weeks before my surgery, super last minute. I'll insert like some screenshots, the original screenshot in Spanish and the translated one in English. And I said, oh, it's gonna be $500 extra, no problem. I'll find a different surgeon. But here in Dominican Republic, once you pay that deposit, baby, you're not getting it back. But because, like I said before in this video, I built like another YouTube channel which blew up, and I sent them like screenshots saying, listen, I have 2 YouTube channels, one in English, one in Spanish, which is not even the case. Like, it's faceless content, but I did send them the screenshots with the amount of subscribers, with the amount of views, which was like on one channel over 30 million and the other channel like almost 60 million. And so I said, listen, you guys do not want this bad publicity. Make sure you send me the money back. So even though I was never ever going to expose this on those channels, because again, it's faces channels and very, very off topic, but yeah, they don't know that. So they sent me the money back. I'm about to pick it up today, and then it's like 7:30 by the way, and I have my appointment at 9:30 in 2 hours. I'm gonna quickly get dressed, get ready for the day. I'm excited.
Chequea tu nombre y tu apellido y ponme las iniciales ahí.
Sí. Y también de mi apellido.
Sí.
Pero no mi apellido completo.
No, la mala inicial.
Ya, sí.
Ya. Ciérrame tu manita, ciérrala para que suba. No, eso no es nada.
No, a mí no me da miedo. No,
Claro.
Sí. Oh, ya. Déjame hacer pipí. Disculpen. Ah, okay.
Yo también.
Maybe this is TMI, but we're on the toilet right now. I need to pee in this cup, so that's what I gotta do. I'm just showing you the reality of this. This is my breakfast. I had to came fasted to the appointment. They just ran all the tests. No, not all of them. I still have to do 2, but I don't have to be fasted for them. So I'm now having my breakfast, then I'm going back for the last 2 tests. Okay, so I am back at my place. I did all the tests, and the thing that came out low was my iron. I still have anemia. It isn't that much lower, like it still went up. It's like 1 gram too low, whatever that means. So my doctor, my surgeon, suggested I take an injection for iron. It'll crank up my iron. In these couple of days, I'm not having this doesn't mean I'm not having surgery on Monday anymore. I do have an appointment with her on Monday to recheck my iron levels, and then we'll go through with the surgery either Tuesday or Wednesday. I think my iron levels are just lower because I just stopped having my period yesterday, and it takes a few days for your period to go back, for your iron levels to adjust again. But anyway, the reason I am gonna get the injection is because she said it will also help you after the surgery. And I remember my aunt also has anemia, and even though she did take her supplements enough and her iron levels were at par to have surgery, to continue having surgery, her iron levels did drop drastically post-op. So, since she said it will also help you post-surgery, I thought, okay, I feel like things like this, your health is not anything to budget with. I understand, like, not everyone has, the extra $400. Oh, it's a $400, by the way. Yeah, so it is an expensive injection, but yeah, I like $300, and I'm paying an extra $100 for her to come to my place and do the injection. The injection is not going to be done by my surgeon. That's why I feel like, she was very sincere. She was like, I really want you to get this injection. You don't have to do it, but I prefer, like, I'd be even willing to compensate on the surgery price so that you do get the injection.
La vitamina esta que tú hiciste aquí.
Incluyendo ese hierro en un suero grande no vale la pena. Me siento como un poquito rara. Más lo que te va a hacer mejorar. Si te la puedes ver truco, no importa que vomites. Eso me hace entender a mí que sí que lo necesitabas, mi niña.
So the nurse was right. It would pass, but first it would get worse.
Y eso lo vamos a pasar mucho más lento. Hay que pasarlo porque ese no es el libro, ese fue el cóctel de vitaminas. Eso quiere decir que ella tiene anemia. Cuando uno tiene anemia y recibe tantas vitaminas de golpe, tranquila, tranquila. ¿Se te está pasando o está igual?
Todavía.
Todavía, tranquila. Ay, ¿te molesta? Ponelo un poco tan tranquilo. Sí, pero como ahora mismo se te va a pasar. Puede pasar.
The nausea got really bad. I started getting flare-ups. I started sweating a lot. My grandmother, seeing me, she started panicking, which also made me panic a little bit. And I feel like it just made everything a little bit worse. After getting the IV with iron, I was so incredibly tired. I went to bed at 9:30, and the next day I was good. Anyway, eventually it did pass, and I was very, very tired after getting the IV. I was in bed by 9:30, but the next day I was good. It is the next day. I had my appointment with the doctor yesterday, and today I texted her with some questions, and she told me, you know, actually after our evaluation in person, I'm really thinking that my grandmother's watching a telenovela. So she said after we did the evaluation in person, I really, like, you're not a candidate for a mini tummy tuck. You should have a full tummy tuck. And even though I think this is a great doctor, like, she made me feel very comfortable, her lipo work is great, I just don't love her belly button. The thing is, there's not enough belly buttons on her Instagram page for me to be convinced. But there is a doctor who's in the same clinic as her, as Dr. Polanco. I made a consultation with her. I contacted her today, asking if I could come over as soon as possible, because obviously I also have to, you know, make sure I do the surgery as soon as possible, because I want to be in this country as long as possible post-op as well. So I have that appointment tomorrow morning at 9:30, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. So there's my update. I'm going to bed right now, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. I'm at CCLab, which is Dr. Parvin's office amongst other doctors, and I just had my consult with her. I do have to do a full tummy tuck. And yeah, now I have to do lab tests again. I'm feeling super anxious right now. I think it's just because I didn't expect that I had to do this much. And it's also double the price. But like, I'm not going to be on a budget. This is my body. I have to look at it forever. I see it as an investment, you know, but she said you really have to do a full tummy tuck. And to be honest, like, all the doctors said, for you, the best thing would be a full tummy tuck. But I just didn't want to have my belly button cut. But, you know, if they all say it, like, who am I to go against professional surgeons who've been doing this for over a decade? I'm just going to go through with the tests, and then hopefully, she said, she can operate, we can do the surgery. And then she said that hopefully we can go through with the surgery on Thursday or Friday.
Puro, no soy perra por despecho. Soy perra porque puedo. Soy esa perra pero classy.
Okay, so it's currently Sunday, the 15th of February. Happy Valentine's Day, December. Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day. I have to make a decision on which doctor I'm going to have surgery with today. Still slightly later. I just feel like Dr. English, I will put her Instagram. I think her belly buttons look amazing. Okay. I think Dr. Polanco, I just think she's an amazing doctor. She makes me feel very secure. And I also think it's great that she, you know, really informs me on what is or isn't going to look like. She's been very transparent about it, but I don't see enough pictures on her Instagram for me to be convinced enough. Anyway, I think I'm going to call my mom. She's had to go with her and ask her if I could finish her scars and everything again. And yeah, I have to make a decision today. For some reason, my feeling is saying Dr. Polanco, but I just think that there are sort of Dr. Parvin's. There's just more examples, mostly, and I like what I see. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna opt for. Yeah, the decision needs to be made today. So if you wanna continue on my surgery journey, make sure you subscribe. Don't if you don't want to. Love you, don't, love you, do. And I'll see you in my next video.